Like, just sad. I'm a little drowsy, woo! I never really could have like I wish I was a drunk. Like that, I love romantically the idea of being a real drunk in my bathrobe all day. Everybody who loves me is always crying. He's destroying himself. I can't watch anymore. Shut up then. Showing up at my kid's school play halfway through. You show who you are, baby! I wish I could be that guy. But I can't drink because I just get tired. I go to sleep. I don't know how people drink and then do shit. Like when I see movies or TV shows where there's people in an office having a power meeting and they're clink, clink, they're making a drink in the daylight with a tie on. Well, Senator, hope you play ball with us in this construction deal, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, well, I'll see what's in it for me. How is the next scene not all those people just lying on the floor like, oh, fuck. I can't believe I drank whiskey at noon. I can't smoke pot, because it's the same thing. I'm too old for it. Sometimes young people come up to me after shows, hey, do you want to smoke some pot? I'm like, can I get my portion to smoke without you alone later? Because I don't want to stand in a parking lot with some 20-year-olds. Last time I got high, I was in Kansas City, and I got high because I was in Kansas City, and it was shitty. So after the show, so these kids that worked at the club, they're like, you want to smoke some pot? And I'm like, yes. So I'm standing in a parking lot with these kids, like 20 years old, and we're smoking a joint. And I'm taking huge hits, because I had no idea. I didn't know they'd been working on this shit like it's the cure for cancer. I didn't understand the fucking technology that's gone into making pot so powerful. Because when I was a kid, you could just smoke a joint for a while. Now you take 2 hits and you go insane. It's not doable anymore. And I was taking big hits, like big 1970s jean jacket, Bad Company hits. Here come the jesters, 1, 2, 3. It's all part of my fantasy. And I'm like, yeah. And even the kid with the wooden hole of no ear, the absence of flesh in his ear with wood, I don't know what that is. Even he was like, "That you should be careful, that's a lot of pot. That's very strong marijuana." Yeah, I'm fine. Running with the devil! Just fucking, and in about 10 seconds, everything just and I'm like, oh shit. This is an ordeal now. I'm not gonna feel okay for a very long time. And everybody's just standing around and talking, and I'm hoping, like I'm really hoping that I look like this. But I'm pretty sure that I was just scanning insanely. I was actually counting, like, look at her for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to him. 5, 4, 3, 2. Randomize. Don't go in the same direction. 5, 4, 3. Nod your head. That looks like you're listening if you nod your head. Ha ha ha. And at one point I realized I need to get out of here because the air is hitting my arm weirdly and they can tell. They totally know that I'm not handling the way air is touching my arm right now. Why am I doing that with my hand? That's weird to do that with your hand. Nobody stands like this. Nobody stands like this. Just fucking, no, that's also, that's weird too. That's crazy. Just, shit. I gotta go. But I didn't know how to leave because I had this dilemma. We're all standing in a perfect circle facing each other. And I thought it's gonna be insane if I just turn I'm one person with my back now. Do I just back away like this? And hope that they fill in. And then I thought, no, say something. Say something out loud to them that smooths the transition of you leaving. Okay, what do I say? Pick a thing to say. Goodbye. That's a nightmare. That's just goodbye. That's not even, that's just noises. Finally, I walked away and I said, I'm leaving! And I know it was that bad because they all went, oh, shit, okay, all right. Whoa. I was like, I'll never see those people again as long as I live. And then I had to get in a car. I forgot that I had rented a car, and I have to drive back to the hotel. And I'm driving on this highway in Missouri. And at one point I realized, I think it's been about 25 minutes since I looked out the front window of this car. I've just been dealing with shit directly in. Oh, shit. There's a whole spectrum of responsibility out here. I'm supposed to take part in this. And then at one point, I remember I was at a drive-thru, and I was terrified because there's a lady sticking her head out a window, and she's mad. She's going, sir, sir. I just kept saying, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I had the window closed. I had no fucking idea. What part of the transaction am I? Did I pay yet? Have I ordered? Have I been sitting here for 40 minutes just eating at the window and I ate the paper and everything? Sir! And I just went, I don't want it! And I just fucking bolted. So I can't do that anymore. But you know, you get older and some things you can't do anymore. Some things you don't want to do anymore. That's a nice change. You feel some desires fall away, new things make you happy, but some things don't change, and some things I'm sick of. Like the constant perverted sexual thoughts. I'm so tired of those. Just the constant, she's fucking, it makes me into an idiot. I'm jacking off to morons and then, look at my tits. Yeah, your tits are awesome. It's just a dumb part of life that I'm sick of. It's all day, too. It's just, you can't have a day. I just want to be a person in clothes walking in a store and I just want to go to a library and ask for, hi, ma'am, I'm looking for a book about early Abraham Lincoln, like when he was like, shut up, wrap your hair around my dick and oh, shit. I'm trying to talk to her. That's really a male problem. I get upset, I get cagey, I get this weird impulse that I want to come on his face. I don't know why that's the thing, but that's what I think about, is that I wish I could just secrete cum without the sexual workup, like, as a defense, you know, like a squid or a skunk. Not sexually, I mean aggressively. Hi. Jesus, man. You just came in my eye. I just want to go downstairs. I don't want to talk. All right, this is going a little off the rails. I don't remember what I was trying to say. I'd like to be a better person. I would. I'd like to be a better person. And I think I'm getting worse as a person. Because as you get older, you start finding out, like, let me give you an example before I rented a car a couple weeks ago in Los Angeles, had the car for a few days, and then when I went home, I had to drop the car at the rental place. You know, you gotta go to the rental place that's off the airport, give them the car, give them your thing with the mileage, you gotta get on a bus, and then go to your terminal and check in. I was late, and I was worried about missing my flight, so I knew I had no time to do any of that. So I never did this before, I just drove my car right to the terminal, and just left it there. And I got on the plane. And once I was on the plane and I had a little moment, I called Hertz and I said, hey, listen, your car is sitting out in front of Terminal 4 and the keys are in it. So that's where it is. And the guy was like, you can't do that. You have to return it to this location and then get... And I go, well, I didn't do that already. And now I'm leaving California. So if you want your car, you need to go to that place where it is. And he was like, oh, Jesus, man. All right, we'll get it. And that was the end of it.